Hey there guys, Link584 here, and welcome to VG Tales. I'm sorry my head is cut off in this video, but there's not much I can do about it because I'm in a car, and I just wanted to make this one on the fly. Reason being is I want to talk about my job. Well, one thing that I had to do here at my new job. So now, as some of you may or may not know, I work in a GameStop warehouse, one of the only few in the country, and they have a section here in the warehouse. As you see, I'm not going to talk about the warehouse as a whole because there's one section in particular that is the worst room possible. Now, the way that it is the worst room possible, it's not bashing on GameStop, it's not bashing on anyone, it's just, it's terrifying. It's where dreams come to die. And the thing about it is there is a room where toys that are either damaged or returned, or somehow we have them in our warehouse that the company has been credited for, things that that the whatever company, let's say Skylanders for example, because that's what I was working with. The people who make Skylanders, they were like, hey, you've been credited now for the problems with these products, and we don't want them back either, so destroy the product because we sent you, we credited you for them, so you can't do anything with them, and we don't want them, so that's the only way to destroy them. And apparently people used to actually come out and go dumpster diving here, and they would find these products, and some of them just they're barely damaged. In fact, some of them I was just like, wow, these just look slightly used. Some of them look brand new, minus the fact that they weren't even in packaging, and a couple were in packages, but I don't know what was wrong with them. I couldn't tell. I really just couldn't tell. So one afternoon, when there wasn't much work to do, they showed me this room, and so they're like, here, this is what we do, and this is why we're doing it. So I spent an afternoon destroying Skylander toys that, personally, I don't care for Skylanders, but I don't see why they couldn't have been donated. I don't know why they couldn't have been used. I don't know what it was, but somehow, whatever the purpose, they ended up here. Company got credited for them, which means more flawless ones are probably out there. Perfect ones, great for collectors or what have you. But I was looking at these, I'm thinking, these are incredible. I have all these toys that look perfectly good in front of me that we have to destroy. And the way that we destroy them to prevent dumpster diving people is you take the toys and you damage them. So for example, I had little Spyro in my hands, and I twisted his neck right off. And I did that for a lot of toys. And they do this for all kinds of things. I heard that they even did it for, I asked one guy and he said, oh, we've done this for Zelda stuff too, because I asked because I'm a collector, right? But then I told someone else, I was like, is there any way I can get the Zelda items out of here? I can't let them do this. And the one guy was like, we never destroy Zelda stuff. Zelda's too popular. Zelda doesn't get destroyed. So I was like, phew. But I mean, if I ever had to, I would refuse. There's no way I could destroy Zelda items. But as you can see where I'm going with this room is a horrible, horrible room. It's nothing against GameStop. It's nothing against the other companies. But I just wish that maybe they could come to an agreement that maybe any of these toys could be donated rather than just destroyed. Because I get why they can't sell them. They've been credited. I understand all that. Just a shame that the companies can't come together. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is it is a room that exists in our world that is, if you're a collector, if you are a person who loves toys, this is a very sad room. People love it in there. They love that they could just break their toys. But I didn't. I took no pride in what I was doing. In fact, at first, I actually felt physically sick to my stomach. No joke. And I don't give a damn about Skylanders. That's all we destroyed was Skylanders. And the next day we actually got to do it one more time, where we did Guitar Hero guitars, and I didn't feel so bad about that one. Maybe I'm becoming a hardened person now, but it felt less impersonal. I mean, it felt more impersonal being a guitar versus, these little figurines. But now you know that such a place exists, and I had to do it. I was paid to destroy Skylander toys. Yep. Anyways, I'll have more, warehouse stories probably in the future. But once again, that was not hating on any company by any means, by the way, because I totally get the process, and I hope you guys do as well. In fact, I will say this one positive thing is, I know GameStop gets a lot of hate, like in their front stores. People just don't, they're tired of like, oh, we want to buy this, and then, get this and this and this, and then you spend forever at the checkout and whatever. Front end stuff aside, I am going to say this, because I've always had good things at my personal local GameStops, is at the warehouse, people are hard workers. So whatever impressions that you have about GameStop, just know that at the warehouse, it's pretty much all good people trying to make an honest living, and everyone communicates with each other. So it's a shame that they get a bad rap, because here at the warehouse, it feels like a family, and I like it here. So more on that in another episode. Anyways, like I said, I've been Link584, and I will see you guys on another episode of VG Tales. Peace off. I bid you adieu. That was two sign-offs. It was two sign-offs in one. I don't know why I said peace off, because my thing is I bid you adieu. Back in the day, I guess I just had I just had a moment, and that's probably because I'm wearing a Back to the Future shirt. So I guess I'm living in the past.
Hey guys, it's Matt Virgo, and welcome to VG Tales, a series where we tell some stories where video games are involved. I know most of these have a face cam of some sort, but I didn't shower today, so you gotta deal with my voice. So today's story, we're gonna talk about how I had a 2-year relationship because of a mutual Kingdom Hearts love. To protect identities, we're gonna call them nominee, and we're gonna refer to them with gender-neutral pronouns. So let's take a trip back to my junior year of high school, where I had to take a gym class. One of my best friends at the time, we can call him Riku, was also in the class and convinced me to take it with him. Riku, being a little bit obsessive, developed a massive crush on...
I'm beautiful.